there's one thing that's going to change the game. And that's my special announcement today. And today, for the very first time, I am announcing the Great Celebration. And right now you can see the poster that we are going to be circulating. This is going to be on billboards all across London because this great celebration is happening, and it's all happening in August of 2021. And let me tell you a little bit about why we are making this celebration happen. Let's be honest. As London, we have enduring the most challenging times over the past year, and we want to get our city working again. And to do so, London must be audacious. We have to think big, like we have so many times in our history. We've always thought big, and we've always led the world when it comes to our great events. Less than a decade ago, if you remember, back in 2012, we hosted one of the greatest Olympics in history. I was there. What an amazing summer it was. We showed the world how London does it best. Great events are in the DNA of this city, and that's why we are going to move forward with the Great Celebration. If you look back in our great history, the first modern World Fair took place right here in London in 1851, with the Crystal Palace was its centerpiece. And you see those pictures of it in all of its grandeur and glass and steel erected in Hyde Park. And it was the Great Exhibition, and it attracted more than 6 million people in Hyde Park. Think about that, back in 1851, all from around the world. And the reason you see a smile on my face is because I have a poster sitting in my home, and it's a map that came from the Great Exhibition of 1851. It's actually a folded up pocket map that they were giving out to the 6 million people that visited London that day. And it's an incredible piece that showed London in all of its grandeur. And it was a celebration of what is great about this city. But let me tell you more about the Great Exhibition. And this is exactly what we're going to do with the Great Celebration. This event back in 1851 was self-financing. It paid for itself and more. This exhibition was profitable enough, wait for it, to fund the construction of some of our most famous museums in Kensington. I'm talking about the V&A Museum, the Science Museum, and the Natural History Museum. Those were funded by the Great Exhibition back in 1851. That same mentality of thinking of London as a business is what's going to make the Great Celebration propel London forward and kickstart our economy. Now is the time for London to be in the global spotlight. Now is the time for us to provide a beacon of positivity and inclusiveness in what are, very honestly, challenging times. And to achieve this, my first major event as your next mayor of London will be the Great Celebration. This is going to be a 30-day festival, and it's going to be everyone to enjoy what makes this city so great. And I'm talking about theater, music, arts, culture, food, technology, and commerce. This is what we are going to show the world, how London has always led the world, and we're going to continue to lead the world. And we're going to bounce back and show them how we can recover, just like we always have in times of struggle. We have a plan to get 20 million people traveling through London over the course of 30 days during this festival. It will also be a showcase for the great businesses and industry of Britain and the benefits of such an event in this capital. We are going to kick it off. And again, here's a great picture of this poster again. It's fantastic. We are so excited about this idea. And the few people I've shared it with, they think this will change the game for London and its economy. We're going to kick it off at the start of August for 1 month. And the Great Celebration will include the following. First of all, a series of 4 free music festivals each weekend to be hosted at some of London's most iconic parks. I'm talking about Hyde Park, Richmond Park, Victoria Park, Regent's Park, and more, highlighting the best of British musical talent from the latest grime stars to classic stadium rock. Next, we are going to offer free transport across bus and tube networks to make sure we get those 20 million visitors coming to our city. We're going to streamline licensing restrictions and promote longer opening hours to make this really a beacon of commerce and of entertainment and of excitement and of fun. We're going to have street festivals every single day, live music every single night, food fairs throughout London featuring the best of British and world cuisine that we do better than anyone else in the world. I love the cuisine of London. We do it better than anyone else, and we're going to be showing this off in this incredible 30-day festival. We're also going to be showing off our technology and our world-renowned high-tech innovation skills. There'll be theater performances, fairs, local markets, business networking events will help announce to the world that London is back with a bang. Before any other city in the world, we are back. And we're going to show the world how we innovate, how we find safe ways to get people back, and to show the world that we can not only recover, but thrive. We are going to showcase what makes our city great, and we're going to make London the envy of the world. Mark my words. This is going to be a celebration to be enjoyed by Londoners and visitors alike. It's going to be a much needed injection of joy, as well as cash to our broken economy right now. And this is exactly what we need. We've all been struggling with our mental health, with our well-being. This is the thing that's going to kickstart it for Londoners, for Britain, and quite honestly, the rest of the world needs this as well. The Great Celebration is going to be subsidized by the mayor's office under my control, and it's going to be supported by a relaxation of red tape around licensing and other logistical barriers. The same way we innovated with the London Olympics, we're going to cut out the red tape and make sure this event happens, and it happens big. Our city is also going to work closely with the arts and entertainment world, so neglected during this pandemic. They've almost been forgotten. And we're going to put on a party that's going to make the world take notice of London, our talent, and our ambition to be the absolute best. I look forward to welcoming you back to London on August 1st. The Great Celebration is going to be the thing that the world remembers about the lockdown. The world remembers about this pandemic. They're going to remember London's Great Celebration and how we bounce back and show that indomitable spirit that Britain is known for, that London has always come back from adversity. We've always come back to show the world that we are here to stay. We've got the greatest ideas, we've got the greatest culture, the greatest food, the greatest technology, the greatest industry, the greatest commerce, and we're going to show this off to the world in this celebration for 30 days. 20 million people in this city. Imagine what that's going to do for our economy, for our reputation, and it's just going to continue moving on for the next few years, and we are going to dominate the world when it comes to tourism, travel, innovation, and the rest.